Hey everybody, this is Dave from Space Coast Games, and I just wanted to give a quick little demo of the next project that I'm working on. So it's kind of a fusion of a tower defense game and a match 3 puzzle game. The kind of hook to it is that you customize the puzzle, you determine what of these runes you want to bring into the level, and they have different effects. And so as I match, say, these purple ones here, I'll spawn a little archer unit. As you can see, he's going to kind of go off on his merry little way. Now, all these units have a predetermined AI, and those can kind of be mixed and matched with your loadout. For example, these gray dudes here just kind of guard. They don't, go from node to node. And you'll see that all these nodes are sort of interconnected. So this is like the path that the enemies and your units will follow. For this little kind of test, these red crystals are just spawning enemies at a constant rate, and they're just aimlessly wandering. There's no real reason to where they're going. As my units advance, they can convert other crystals into blue ones as they attack them. And what I really want to do is try to support them with buffs and enemy debuffs. And so, like this green buff here, well, debuff actually harms the enemy units that are in this zone, and the red one increases the attack of any units I have in this zone. As they fight things and kill them, then there's a chance for loot drops, and you can just click those and pick them up. At the end of the level, you can either scrap those for parts to try to customize the runes you're already using, just increase their stats, or you can just keep them and you might have new units or new effects. Or just really anything. Sometimes they increase the amount of time you can click and drag the pieces around. Sometimes they increase unit health. Sometimes they change behavior. So, there's all sorts of different permutations you can find of those. So I'll go ahead and clear this up a little bit. So you have to pardon the lack of animations and sound effects. This is still a very early development build, but it's coming along pretty nicely, I think. And ultimately, I do hope to have some large enemies. So like screen filling bosses and things like that. I want the effects of the runes to be pretty out there, pretty powerful, and it's really make you think about what you need uh, to do to beat any given level. Like how can you best attack the level and kind of match the strategy it wants you to try. In this particular level, what you really want to do is kind of follow your units and sort of provide them with these status effects as they march along. So if there's like a big group of enemies, then putting down some green in an area near them is very powerful. These archer units are very strong. And so if I go ahead and just kind of give them red runes, it increases their attack as they advance. And they'll clear this path a lot easier. And I can just pick all this gold up. And that's about it so far. Thanks for checking it out.